All right, this is really cool. But first, we bought this house 2.5 years ago from my father-in-law, and when he owned it, he had a 6 point buck in the backyard at one point. Right behind me here is a line of trees. I think it goes for maybe 200 yards or so, and down below is the park. All right. When we bought the house that spring, I had two hen turkeys come through the backyard with a bunch of poults, and I've caught a possum, which, yeah, can happen in a small village. I've had a raccoon, and this past spring, I had a jake walk through pecking around underneath the bird feeder. And what I just discovered now, I went in the garage earlier, the garage door was up, and I saw a snapping turtle underneath my daughter's car. And I shut the garage door because I didn't want to come into the garage, and here's what it's doing now. It's making a nest. That's pretty cool, actually. Um, it started bulldozing through the mulch in my wife's flower bed, and I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna just keep an eye on this thing. And sure enough, it started digging. And I did a little bit of research. They dig about 6 inches deep. I'm assuming as far as they can reach with their hind legs. They got some really nasty claws on them, and they can lay up to 20 to 40 eggs. They're about the size of a ping pong ball. They lay their eggs in like sandy soil, just regular like soil banks, sod banks, or whatever, gravel piles. And what we have here is obviously mulch, and underneath it is gravel. There's some soil, not much, but excuse me, and it takes like 80 to 120 days for them to incubate before they start hatching. Some at 90, most of them at 90 days. So if I can get some footage of it laying the eggs, I'm going to mark on my calendar 90 days, 120 days, and just keep an eye out for any kind of baby turtle action. It's pretty cool. So she's been digging for probably a good better part of an hour now, 45 minutes to an hour. And I'm hoping that I can, like I said, get some video of it laying the eggs. This is so cool. This is what enjoying the little things is all about, you know. If you see a turtle walking across the road, just let it be. Obviously, don't run it over. Let it. It's got a destination where where it wants to go. And I'm thinking that it's probably a female looking for a nesting site. They can nest like hundreds of feet away from any kind of water. So there's a little creek down below here that goes through the park. There's ponds to the south, and there's a small pond on the other side of the park. There's a road to it, but they can get through a culvert that goes underneath the road. So if you see a turtle, just let it be, or just maybe help it to get to the other side, just so they can do what they need to do. And it's a renewable resource, so just let it, or help it. Just leave it be. And there is a season for them. This ain't the season. I believe in Wisconsin it starts in July sometime, but I know it's July, but the date I'm not positive. So if you want to harvest the turtle, look at your regulations for fishing or trapping or whatever it's under. So hopefully to get some egg laying, that'd be awesome for all of us to see. That's awesome. They are truly the size of ping pong balls. And the texture of them, I believe, are like a leathery, like a tough leather. They're soft and leathery. I don't know how many are in there right now. There's got to be 10 for sure. So I'm gonna go in the house and eat and come back and see what's going on. And I don't know if I want to uncover it. I gotta check regulations. I don't want to disturb the nest, but I'm definitely gonna mark it. It's kind of hard not to know where it is, except, well, I don't. Well, I do, but I'm just gonna let it sit for now and come back out when I'm done eating and see if she's covering it back up or still laying. Well, it appears that she's all done laying the eggs. She's starting to pack the ground back underneath her into the hole. And it is so cool how she dug. You know, her claws are like this, and when they dig down deep, they take their claws and they just excavate. I'm assuming they just scratch and scoop some dirt, and they bring it up and they put it behind them like that, and they open it up. And now the way she's using her claws now is like our hands. We grab, and now she's packing with the top part of her foot. It's really cool. So it's pretty neat. I think I went on the website of the Wisconsin DNR, and I'm gonna make a cage for it. I have some fencing around our garden, and I'm gonna probably make it 2 foot by 2 foot, and cover up that spot, and to help protect the eggs from predators. I'm sure raccoons and maybe possums will end up possibly digging and going after the eggs. So I'm going to be proactive and save some turtles. Well, looks like she's exhausted. I'm gonna leave her alone. I was gonna film of her walking away from the nest, but I'm just let her be, and I'll check it out in the morning and see what kind of remnants there is. If she's gonna cover everything up, I doubt it, but yeah, this is a cool afternoon. Watching that and seeing the progress of her digging and laying eggs and packing it tight again. And so if you made it this far, if you hit subscribe, I want to thank you. I know there's a lot of channels out there that have a lot of videos out there with everything, so I'm glad you clicked on my channel, and thanks for watching, and enjoy the little things.